before that you started to collect these stories and
Yes.
they kind of built of you and you had to make the film. But how exactly did you start collecting these stories?
I actually worked as a translator for another film that was made about this bomb, atomic bomb, and then am I talking to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Straight. And then I was translating. So when you translate these stories, you have to imagine in your head, and then that's when I realized this is intense. This work of translating. So in a way, I felt this movie. I wanted to make a movie that translates this intense, crazy whole world, which is almost sounds like a cinema. What happened there is like a cinematic, but it's not. So I wanted to translate it to some type of digestible forms, which is a cinema.
So that
People could digest it and then know that this isn't the cinema. This is what happened just 60 years ago.
that it's an actual story.
Yeah.
Because this topic is very, very not controversial, but it's a very personal issue for people that have been affected. How did you go about approaching people to tell their story and to share it, obviously with you and then with the audience?
You have to really, I do all my techniques and I let them know days in advance. Sometimes they cancel like a day before because it's just some things that they don't want to look at it.
They don't want to remember.
They don't want to remember it. They don't want to deal with that stuff. So I really pay attention to details and send them letters and bring them souvenirs. And then when I get there, I really try to open. I have to be open for them to be open. Because if I'm not open enough and secure enough, then they would they get freaked out. So I really try to be honest, as honest as I can in front of them, and then ask them to take their hands together and then go walk through their memories.
So are you satisfied with the final result?
I wouldn't make the same film if it was now, but it was 2 years, 3 years ago. I mean, that was then. I look very young.
Did the events that happened in Japan in March somehow affected the way you did some other editing decisions? Did you retouch it after? Did you just leave it as it is?
Yeah, I made it in 2009, edited 2010, and things happened in 2011. Right? So.
Okay. Do you have any future projects in mind?
I'm making a film about the cockroaches.
Okay.
I'm interested in what survives after this apocalypse.
So you're still kind of...
I can't get out of it.
You can't get out of this.
I want to get out of it. I would like to get out of it, but then that would be escaping and I'll make some shitty film. So the only way for me is go further, deeper. That's the only way.
Yeah.
So I just decided,
You can't let it go, you can't unknow it.
Yeah, but I'm going more philosophical, more profound, more, and because I'm comfortable with the story. I'm comfortable, I understand it happened, and it is continuing to happen. So I realize that it's almost like I feel like my responsibility to keep digging, because who else will do it?
You say you're comfortable with it. Would you ever thought that you're gonna get to this point where a story as such would make you feel so comfortable?
Yeah, like I said in a question, it's you realize that you can be the killer. You can be the one to do that. And I think we all have to understand violence that we have within ourselves. Sometimes we are afraid to look at it, but I think when we realize that, it becomes easier. But I won't do anything like that because, of course. But the fact that when you can imagine something, you can do it. So when I could imagine something like that, that means I'm capable of doing that as well. So that was an important realization that I was afraid of facing that realization. Then I realized that no, I need to. This is humanity. Humanity is full of violence.
Thank you very much.